Legs crossed.
He has his legs crossed. One of his
Just,
legs
like,
is
leaning
on
back.
the table up there.
Yep.
That's kind of awesome. All right, but starting off with the Steve. Nice tag, Yomi Hustle. That's a cool game. Just starting off with, I feel like, just some standard Smash Ultimate. Nothing too crazy happening yet. Steve with a pretty nice combo to get the early percentage lead. Good down tilt into down air, but not quite going to kill in. Steve can make that back.
That's something you're going to have to watch out for in this game.
Feet sat there at roll distance and just did nothing.
Yeah.
Waited for Fleetwood to do
Big
an
down
option
air
that got the
gonna
up tilt.
Down air's going to close that first stock.
Feed off to an exceptional start.
Fleet. It's a family-friendly school here.
Fleetwood, you can't do that, man.
Can you not do that on my stream, please? It's not cool.
I don't know if it was intentional, but Theed like end lag canceled their side B on one of Steve's blocks. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Now, as much of a lead that Theed has right now, you can never count Steve out.
No.
Steve has so many tools.
Well, one minecart, one anvil closes this stock for sure.
Yeah.
Not that one, but
yep.
one of them.
Fleetwood getting the iron just wants to get that kill, and I think is Fleet. Yeah, Fleet's gonna go for the diamond here. 50% is a low enough percent. I think you can safely use a diamond, and that's 30% already off of a double hit minecart into a fair. Great weight on the spot dodge to do that grab.
I think Theedium's really gonna be looking for a lot of downers on this stage specifically, just because that blast zone is so high on the bottom.
100%. And Steve's recovery, Steve's up B specifically is very easily down airable, like
just like
that right there. So you can kind of just run off ledge dare without repercussion, because Steve doesn't have a hitbox enough to really contest the down air. So what we might see from Fleetwood is like mixing up whether going high or trying to mix up timings or angles, but Falco doesn't have to commit to going for the dare.
No.
So
it's a fairly safe thing to throw out. You can always usually make it back.
And I mean, even on the stage, like combo starter, neutral tool, working man's down there.
And you gotta be careful about trying to extend advantage states a little bit too much like that, because you see that Steve can get the counter hit. Thankfully, not too much that time.
And Anvil, or not Anvil, and Minecart is what I meant to say, are such potent reversal tools that you have to be especially conscious. But that fair up tilt back air is almost going to take it, but not quite. Great DI on Fleetwood's part. Great recovery mix-up, as I kind of talked about, trying to avoid those options. But catching that option with that up smash. And
a little bit of the mind games there.
Pretty good performance from Theedium there.
Yeah. Mitigating Steve's tools fairly well. We'll have to see if that changes or if we see the MinMin come out, because that could always happen.
100%. I don't know about
in this matchup, though.
I think Fleet was thinking there. Did a little nod, like, do I want to switch? Do I want to stay?
I imagine Falco MinMin isn't exactly the greatest matchup, though.
Yeah, I think Steve is definitely better, but I think MinMin can not recover better, but recover with the tether. It's a little easier, but it's obviously MinMin has a worse recovery.
Overall, it's a worse recovery, but I think in this
specific context. But MinMin struggles, I think, in disadvantage state a lot, to where the Steve pick is going to be just so much better. And that's going to be down throw into pretty decent 33% there. It's just a couple jabs. Wanted to get an F smash.
Generally called the walk the dog in this case, the walk the bird. The Fleet just doing a really good job with that shield discipline. Just knowing that you can get a punish after that.
Ooh.
Very, very nearly SDs there. Thankfully, that up B has a really big ledge grab and hitbox.
And it kind of stayed out for a while, too.
Yeah, it lasted a good bit. Surprisingly didn't bonk the stage in that instance.
That down tilt, just catching those options into the 2-frame, and that's not quite going to make it.
Can't quite get there with the up B tech to get through, but it's going to be an early stock.
Theedium just sat there. So much of this game just sat and waited for Fleetwood to mess up in a sense or do something that he can punish.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, I imagine Theedium probably has a good amount of Steve experience, just from what I'm seeing, kind of how this matchup is being played. Yeah, just kind of mitigating a lot of Steve's tools really, really well. Yeah, like opening up the wall real quick and then using the side B to get through quickly so you're not really vulnerable.
and that is gonna
Of course, jump bear is always an option for Steve, no matter who you're playing.
Reflector. That was the first time I think we've seen it actually reflect something. I know Reflector can be especially devastating if Steve goes for a. Oh, doesn't get the F smash.
Yeah, walk the bird.
Walk the bird. Reflecting Anvil is such a potent reversal tool that Falco has.
Yeah,
That Fleetwood has to be exceptionally careful about when Fleet wants to use it.
Fleet's just having a hard time finding a spare moment to get the materials. You know, just have a moment to breathe.
Yeah, Fleetwood out of pickaxe, I think. So gonna have to craft something here.
So he might be trying to find a stock before he crafts anything. But he's gonna get
or waiting till he lost his stock.
Yeah. Trying to get full utility of his materials in the next stock.
So that way he can try and get to diamond faster. Great back air into the block. I didn't know that. I didn't think that would actually send into the block. I don't think Theed did either. I don't know if Theed was ready to detect that.
I'm not sure anyone was ready for it.
And is that going to be an up smash? No, it's going to be a back air. But back air has two ridiculously weird hitboxes that if you DI for the wrong one, you will die.
Yep. A little bit of a guessing game, almost like Rob up air.
Yep. Sakurai's favorite up tilt. Exceptional coverage from Theedium. All these drag downs, up tilts, back airs, and that's going to kill off the top right there, and that's going to be up 2-0 for Theed. All the games have been last stock, but Theed has been at low percents both times.
Yeah, Fleet looking a little frustrated, but just kind of knowing the kind of player he is, I know it won't really let him, he won't let it get to him too much. He'll bounce back.
100%, I agree.
He's able to deal with a good amount of mental stacks pretty well.
That's the switch.
There's the MinMin switch.
There it is. I think if Fleetwood can get Theed off stage, it might be a little easier.
Yeah.
Just with the way arms kind of go below the ledge. And also, yeah, a small stage to pick MinMin on.
Just might be looking just to get those like early stocks with, you know, Dragon Laser.
Yeah.
Like trying to catch side B and stuff like that. The only thing you have to be careful with is on this stage you don't have
a lot of room to run away.
Yeah, you don't have
Falco.
much to go.
I think this is one of the stages where if MinMin can keep you out, it's exceptional. But if you get in, then it can snowball so quickly. Yeah, and as I kind of mentioned, if he gets Theed off stage, this could be curtains. Yeah, Theed's not going to be able to make that one back.
I think that's really what Fleetwood's looking for here is just those interactions where I can just push you off stage and keep you there until you can't make it back.
Yeah, and here's another one. Yeah, oh, doesn't quite get it. The magnet hands messing up the timing there on the edge guard from Fleetwood.
Really good recovery into there by Theedium.
Theed has done really well this whole set about using drag down fair.
For sure, I've seen a lot of it. Just really getting used to its fullest, getting a lot of those grabs into another up tilt.
And that's off stage, and that's gonna.
Yeah, we've seen these.
Yeah,
ram pokes.
Yeah. Theed just has to hope to get to ledge faster than Fleetwood can recharge arms, or just hope to mix up the option.
I was really scary there for Fleetwood. Tilt.
Doesn't quite get the kill on the up air. Good DI on Fleetwood's part, but is going to catch through that fair.
Goes to the deep play, is going to close it out with that stock. But it's still a decent little lead here for Fleetwood.
Yes, this is about the lead. This is about the lead that Theed has kept most of the last two games. Just this kind of you're like low percent versus high percent, but we're on the same stock.
It's kind of like what we really diagnosed earlier. It's just that difference in game plan, the difference in how you have to fight the two different characters kind of coming into play here.
Fleetwood's hit a lot of those like just out of disadvantage down airs, but as I say that, I noticed it, and that means I think Theed noticed it too and was able to kind of bait out that option and punish it.
For sure.
Up throw not quite going to kill.
Yeah, it tries to get a little bit of the DI mix with that up throw.
Yeah, that up throw was exceptionally fast, and Theed is just putting on damage and getting a kill.
Oh my, that's gonna really shift the momentum here. That was such a solid stock. Yeah, Fleetwood's gonna be looking for another quick one, close this one out, and bring it back to even.
Yeah, Fleetwood's sitting on the megawatt, but getting the up smash actually, going back to Ram for that quick little pressure. Good edge guarding. It's gonna be nailed into a dash attack.
Honestly, this game really could go either way.
Yeah, 100%. I can
Just with
see
these long, extended advantage states these characters have.
I think this game has just been decided like who gets more advantage states in the sense that like both of these players and their characters have
Ram,
been capped.
that's big.
Yeah, that's big. This could be it.
Another one.
Yeah, this is close. Charges
Has
it
to
for
time
too
a
long,
little
but
bit.
calls out the get up option with that arm, and that's gonna bring this to a game 3.
Yeah, that meatball, it's like a truck, and it will
It's
close at game 3.
100%.
Fleetwood on the board. So now the real question is, I mean, I would imagine Fleetwood probably
Probably
stays
gonna stay.
in here. But knowing Fleetwood, that is never a guarantee.
It is never a guarantee. Maybe the secret third character we don't know about will come out.
Gonna go to town, leaving it open. It's Falco's best stage.
I think, yeah, Falco's best stage because of the way
It's not
Falco
bad for
wants to
MinMin,
go.
though.
Yeah, MinMin gets a lot of space on that stage.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why Fleetwood left it open.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, probably guessed the Falco's going to want to go to town, realistically.
Yeah. That's generally the safe assumption. But MinMin's not a bad stage for her either.
No,
She gets plenty
yeah.
of space to run around, and then can also still get those quick kills off the side, the early percents.
Yep, Nair, dash attack. Oh, calls out, but wasn't quite at the right spacing to do that. And this is a really big combo on Theed's part.
Maybe
It's
sitting
just
here taking an extended comp by
so
Falco.
many traps on Fleetwood's air dodges. Okay, that kind of upped me with the tether and the way that it goes back. That's what I talked about, whether the Steve versus MinMin difference, where it is harder for MinMin to get back, but once MinMin tethers onto that ledge, it's a lot safer than it was before.
Yeah, once she gets within that range where she can start to tether, she has a lot more kind of mix-up options than Steve does.
What a phenomenal air dodge call out, just waiting there.
Once again, Theedium getting those off-stage really low stock. That just closes it out at such an early percent and gives you a good lead. Fleetwood might be trying to look for kind of a higher recovery in the future to kind of prevent that.
That's the jump is
Oh,
gone.
wow.
No way.
That's such an early stock.
That was 20%.
Huge lead for Theedium.
Huge lead for Thee.
Try to take another one.
Try to do it again. Just hit me with your up B instead of the stage. That felt intentional too, which is the craziest part. That felt like
I definitely think that was
Theed,
the idea.
Theed was like, I know I can do this. I'm gonna do this and it's gonna work. Like, it wasn't one of those things where it felt like an accident that Theed was just like, I'll take it.
That definitely seemed like the goal, and it worked really well. Fleetwood not out of it yet, though.
No. If Fleetwood gets like a back throw into certain like arm combinations, that could be.
Yeah, you can get the laser at like, I believe it's like 20%.
I think so.
Kill off
But
the
that
side.
downer's gonna
Downer's gonna close it right there. Just
100%.
the awareness from Theedium.
Yeah.
So-
The